Mm. Good evening, everyone. Habari za jioni. Um, Hold on real quick because I gotta get the smoke ready to go. I have been trying to get this video uploaded to YouTube about these witch hunters after me. And for some reason, these same witch hunters is not trying to allow me to upload this video. So let's get it cracking. So I'm still fairly new in my channel and everything. So for those that don't know, I am Akeo, that magical witch. And today we're going to discuss witch hunters. But first, I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, um, just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm dealing with and why I know that I got some witch hunter energy after me. And then I'll go a little bit more in depth too as to what like witch hunters are and stuff like that. But for you guys to like truly understand, you guys gotta like hear me out and listen to kind of the current events that have just occurred recently, and then what's happened within the last year or two. Actually, it's been like a year. But anyways, but yeah, I'm sitting out here. It's cold. I'm a little bit drained on energy, so I had to come back to this video to re-record it for the third time. So hopefully this actually gets uploaded. So if y'all seeing this, what it do? I'm still drinking coffee. I done drank a whole pot of coffee. This is my last cup on that pot of coffee. Boy, I'm tripping. And I look like a bum because I got my hair right now. I'm doing a henna treatment on my hair. So, but anyways, aside from all the nonsense, let's get to it. Um, so I'm just going to explain a little bit of information about a backstory with an ex of mine back in 2018 that I had started dating, and we were together for about almost a year before shit hit the fan. And I remember that when I started dating him, there was something that I was very attracted to and very drawn to. And like, I'm really good about reading people and like really seeing them for who they really are, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. And the beginning of our relationship, it was actually very well. You know, a lot of good things were coming of that relationship, and I saw a lot of like potential with the guy. I'm not even gonna mention his name because fuck that nigga today. But pretty much I got to the point where within myself spiritually and on my journey and me kind of like leveling up, I should say, I wouldn't even say leveling up, but growing stronger within my spirituality and my left hand path, you know, I started to notice some red flags that were not, you know, at the surface at the beginning of our relationship. It was a little bit towards the middle and end of the relationship. But there was always something about him, like I could see it in his eyes, and it wasn't until the night that we actually broke up where I actually saw that evil that was within him, but I knew there was something there. And that was that witch hunter energy that was manifested within him. And for all I know, I don't know if he was even aware of the witch hunter energy, because not everyone is always conscious if they are, you know, they have that witch energy or witch hunter energy within them. But to my understanding, he definitely wasn't aware of it. He wasn't conscious of it just because of where he was spiritually on his path. He was still curious and like skeptical and stuff. And I'm, you know, fully emerged into dark magic, so, and have been. But I'm gonna tell you about the night where we broke up, because it was the first time actually in my life in a relationship, because I've been through plenty of terrible toxic relationships, but this one wasn't necessarily toxic. It just wasn't doing it for me. I had come to a point in my life where I know what I want and I don't want to settle for less, and I value myself and my dignity and my worth more than loving someone else, because I'm the most important person to myself. And there was just some things that he was not really willing to commit to, and it felt like I was having to like pull teeth and nails, you know, like trying to get him to move on to the next level and show me, you know, that I'm worthy. And it pretty much, I was just kind of more of a commodity for him. He was kind of stagnant and didn't want to really indulge deeper into the relationship and really work on us as a whole. So I decided that I wanted to part ways, and I decided that I wanted to break up with him. So I let him know that, and from that point on, things hit the fan. I didn't talk to him for like a few days or whatever, and there was a bunch of events that had happened before I like pretty much came clear to it. I'm not going to go into depth about all that, but pretty much it ended up getting to the point where after a couple days he's reaching out to me or whatever, trying to save the relationship, wanting to talk. So ended up meeting him at his house after he got off of work to talk, and I wasn't really with trying to save the relationship, but I did want to at least be respectful and kind of let him know that this is it, at least say my piece to him and get my closure out of the situation and move on with my life. Well, unfortunately, that was a setup, because that ended up being a situation where him and his entire family, so a total of 6 people, decided to attack me. And with me trying to evade and get in my car, trying to get away, I ended up crashing into his house because I was being attacked in my vehicle and I didn't have control of my car, so I crashed into his house, totaled the car. Ended up making it home safely, but after I called the police and reported the incident, I was the one that was arrested and went to jail, and from there I had lost my job, and then eventually lost the car because of it being totaled and not being able to get the insurance on it, to get the money to pay out on it, just because it was pending a criminal investigation, and almost lost my kid. So I lost everything. And then while being incarcerated for a few days, I found out that I was pregnant because I had to do a urine test, and that just made matters way worse. So everything like completely fell apart after that, and it was almost a year-long trial that I battled, and a lot of dark magic that I was doing to really like beat this case and everything, because I had all odds against me despite my innocence. And by the grace of my ancestors, I was able to beat that case. I put my curses on him and his bloodline. I put protection against my family, and that was that. And I moved on with my life, and now I'm happily engaged. And currently, at the moment, I'm trying to... Actually, I'm not even going to say that because I don't want that to be public out right now. I don't want things to go south. But anyways, yesterday, December 22nd, I ran into him for the first time since trial. Mind you, trial ended in August this year, and I was found not guilty, and that was the best day. Oh, I cried. I was so happy. But yesterday was the first day that I ran into him. I was at the gas station getting some more smokes with my kid or whatever. So I stopped at the gas station because I had just had lunch with a friend that was in town for the holidays. And as I'm leaving the counter, I walk right into him, and I'm just all like, shooketh, I'm all like, what the fuck? So of course, me, like, can't process the situation, and then I got a loose ass mouth, so I was just like, what the fuck are you doing on my side of town? Like, I never want to fucking see your face on my side of town again, you stupid fucking da 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 da. So I'm going off, and then I walk out and get my car, and I skirt, I'm gone, okay? And from then, like, I just had an unsettling feeling, so I had to kind of reverse a little bit and think about just the current events that have happened recently. So I had been staying with my mother-in-law last week down in Canyon City because I'm trying to relocate right now to Canyon City just to be closer to my my in-laws and stuff like that. And I've realized that I've had like this presence that's been following me, that's been around me, and I didn't really pay attention to it much until I was down in Canyon City, and I just had an eerie energy. Now, when I'm in other people's houses, I'm very aware if there's like dwellers or spirits or whatever, but they're 9 times out of 10 they're harmless, and sometimes if they're angry, they're still harmless. But I know a dweller when I feel a dweller, and I'm just that intuitive, so I know. But this wasn't a dweller, this was something that was following me, and just due to what me and my fiance are trying to manifest currently, it puts me in a very vulnerable position. So going back to that, and then actually running into my ex, I learned that ancestors are testing me, but they weren't testing me to see if I was actually truly healed from that situation and have grown and learned my lesson from that relationship. What they were pretty much warning me about witch hunters that are coming back, and that was the best way for them to actually give me signs as to that there's a witch hunter and the things that I'm getting ready to do, because I actually got some workings to do later on tonight. I'll be meeting Papa Legba at the crossroads tonight, and then there's some other work that I'm doing, some justice related work that I'm doing tonight as well. So I got a lot of workings that are coming up, and a part of these workings and stuff, it puts me in a vulnerable position, especially with what me and my fiance are trying to achieve in the new year. So ancestors put that same energy in front of me that caught me off guard in my ex, just to help me realize that I got a witch hunter after me again. Now, for those of you that are unaware of what a witch hunter is, usually a witch hunter, the best way I can explain it is they are out for blood, obviously. Well, not literal blood, but they can smell the blood, they can sense the blood of a powerful witch, and the more powerful you become as a witch, the more they will come after you, and it is very essential that you keep protecting yourself. Protection is an absolute must when you're a witch, and the more stronger you become, and the more you go down that path, there's levels to this, but the best thing that I can do in explaining it is it's pretty much the Jezebel spirit. I don't know if anyone's aware of Jezebel spirit or parasitic energies, low vibrational, negative energies. That's what a witch hunter is. And usually when you're dealing with a witch that's very well disciplined or on her way to be disciplined, or has, duties to fulfill within the reincarnation of their lifetime, him or her, let's put it that way, because witches can be both. Those witch hunters are going to do everything in their power to make sure that shit does not happen. And what I have, the workings that I have coming up with justice related stuff, I've had witch hunter energy coming after me. The law, like the police, have been like bothering me, harassing me lately and stuff like that. Just randomly, just out of the blue and stuff, and preventing things between me and my fiance and allowing stuff to happen, because most of the workings that I do are geared towards justice related issues. So they're trying to stop that from happening, but on the blood of my ancestors, y'all can't touch this, okay? Because you're fucking with a real one. You're fucking with a real one. But so right now what we're trying to do, I'm not going to go into details as far as what me and my fiance are trying to do, but because of that, it puts me in a vulnerability. So I definitely had to re-up and get stocked up and ready for this spiritual warfare that is ongoing. But I just wanted to go, I was just like, wow, I was just like kind of taken by it, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not really bothered by seeing my ex, really. It was just more so of like, dang, like, okay, ancestors, y'all really dropping some stuff, because it's funny that this is happening. Today is the dark moon for the next 3 days until the new moon approaches, and I'm meeting Papa Legba on a dark moon at the crossroads tonight, and it's Monday, so it's like perfect timing for me to go ahead and hit these crossroads up and go about my magical journey and the things that I'm trying to fulfill here in the near future. So yeah, they coming for me. So things that I do to protect myself, I do bath cleanses, or like spiritual bath cleanses. I have loads of obsidian, and I actually just got this really nice obsidian stone that's like bigger than my hand. So y'all see my hand, the stone, it's a spearhead, and it's bigger than my hand. And there was only 2 of them at the shop that I went to yesterday. I got some candles to do some candle magic, and then I'll be doing some sigil and blood alchemy along with that for more protection. And it's not even just going to be more protection for myself, but it's going to be an extended protection between me and my family and what we're trying to do. So I know how to counteract that. And then also, shout out to Chevy Witch, by the way. I'll leave his information down below in the description box too, so y'all could check him out. He's mostly on Instagram and Facebook, but he does have YouTube videos up as well. But I got on some supplements too. That's a cleanser. Not only does it cleanse, all the nasty stuff within the colon and really do a nice cleanse, but it also is a protectant, and it is a spiritual cleanse as well. So I'm on those supplements, and I'm protected, and I'm ready. But I just wanted to go ahead and just give you guys a short video real quick. My phone is already getting ready to die. Yeah, last time I tried to make the video, my phone done died on me. I need to get a new phone, but it seems like everything is always disrupted when I got knowledge to share. But I want to go a little bit more in depth about like witch hunter energy and how to tell. So let me try to at least get that in here briefly before this phone decides it wants to tap out. But like with the witch hunters, if you're not a conscious witch and you don't know thyself, and when I say thyself, I mean your light and your shadows, and you're not doing your divination work and doing your shadow work, you will easily be fooled by a witch hunter energy. You'll know that you have a witch hunter within your life, whether it's a child, a spouse, a friend, a coworker, whatever, when you realize that they aren't intentionally causing you harm or anything. Everything seems like, unicorns and rainbows, but everything else in your life starts falling apart. And it's not them intentionally actually doing the work, like, oh, well, I'm going to ruin your life and treat you like hell. No, these are going to be the people that are almost like narcissists, like a covert narcissist, where they start off all nice and everything like that. And you would never suspect until later on in life, the signs start to show. It's kind of like that in a sense, but with witch hunters and stuff, usually what you have to be mindful of is what's happening around you in your own individual life. Like everything could be great in the relationship, there's no red flags or anything like that, but you're starting to lose everything. You start to lose your home, or you lose your job. Like little things like that become very big, serious issues. And then it's even worse when you're actually, you make a family with these people that have the witch hunter blood within them and stuff, bloodlines and stuff like that, because then you start manifesting these witch hunters into your DNA. So I can't stress this enough. Like, y'all gotta be mindful of who you guys are laying up with and who you guys are trying to like have families with and spend the rest of your lives with, because sometimes they don't even know that they're not even conscious enough to even know. So you always got to do your due diligence, and the people that you associate with for any reason when it comes to witch hunters, because shit will hit the fan. And I was at a point where I was so low in myself, but also transforming at the same time, to where I was fooled by it too. But now I'm ready. I'm fucking ready, okay? But I just wanted to go ahead and get a little bit of that knowledge out there. I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this, only just because my phone is getting ready to die while I'm recording this, and I want to get a little bit more in depth in all this stuff too, and I don't want this video to be too long. I was trying to keep it under 20 minutes, but make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel, Ashé That Magical Witch. Social media platforms, it's Ashé That Magical Witch on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you ring that notification bell too as well, so you're notified every time I make a video and share this knowledge and everything. I'll be uploading more videos as I come, about, my story, my life, my left-hand path, about dark magic and all the knowledge that I can share with y'all before they block that connection. So let's just get the words out and all that, alright, y'all? But until next time, y'all, Audi 5000 G.